Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And before we begin, I just FYI, I'm still out of town. If you're a longtime listener, I mentioned that yesterday on Thursday the 20th, and today is Friday the 21st, and I'm recording this on Wednesday the 19th. So if some major bomb dropping news, like I said yesterday, has come out and I'm not talking about it, that's why. And I will pick that up when I get back on Saturday and do a live video. So with that, let's dive in because we're talking about Microsoft today, and they're about to offer some free security tools. But here's why this really annoys me. Now, this is coming from Ralph Satter of Reuters. Now, Microsoft is expanding its suite of free security tools to its customers. And this is, again, according to news on Wednesday, the July 19th. So it's new to me right now, but obviously old by the time you're seeing or listening to this. And this follows criticism that it was charging clients to protect themselves against Microsoft's mistakes. Now, this move follows a high-level hack that allowed, allegedly, Chinese spies to steal emails from senior U.S. officials and complaints from security specialists and lawmakers against paying for these types of tools. Now, in a blog post that they published on Wednesday, Microsoft said the advanced features in Microsoft's auditing suite, which is called Microsoft Purview, would be available to all customers in the coming months. Now, although it does not prevent the actual cyber attacks on their own, auditing tools, especially logging, are critical for helping organizations figure out whether intruders are in their network, how they got in, how they got out, et cetera, et cetera. Microsoft's previous practice for charging for advanced versions of those tools has come under widespread criticism, especially following the recent disclosed hack of the U.S. State and Commerce Departments, which I've talked about on this show. Now, the hack, or specifically that hack, which Microsoft later acknowledged was due to a breach, they acknowledged it was due to a breach and encoding flaws, was only discovered because one of the victims spotted an anomaly while reviewing their logging. And now, in a statement alongside Microsoft's blog post, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency official Eric Goldstein said that, quote, "Everyone wins when security tools are provided free of charge." And I agree, everybody does win, but I am in that position. My day job, as much as I love doing these videos and all of that, is not a full-time job. My day job is one of those things is incident response. And I can't tell you how many times where we've been called in a panicked emergencies from smaller organizations. I literally just had one of these a couple of weeks ago where they say, oh my God, we're hit. And we are trying to essentially understand, identify basically and contain this. And we're trying to identify how this got in, where this got in, etc. And the logging when the less expensive Microsoft tiers is simply not there. And now they're going to add that. So that is a good thing. Everybody does win for that. But there are other things that I think should be just added for default. Now, every Microsoft tier that we have here for Microsoft Office 365, for example, has the ability to run multi-factor authentication, but not all of them have what Microsoft calls conditional access. These are things that I should not have to pay extra for, such as, hey, I have a company that I'm defending in the United States. Their logins should only work in the United States. Nobody from Russia or China or anyone else should be able to get a login page because conditional access will allow me to block that, or conditional access will allow me to only allow my employees access to the web portal between 9 to 5 working hours. It allows me to block what is considered high-risk logins, all of these different kinds of things, and people have to, or organizations have to pay for that. That is not something that should be paying for. These cybersecurity systems are already baked in, and while Microsoft is making money on that, there are other features that they could add that they could make money on. These are features that should be in every tier. I mean, you got to help a brother out here, because when we are called into cyber attacks, and it's like literally our number one phone call is, oh my God, Nick, I haven't worked with you before, but, I've watched your video or seen your podcast or radio show, whatever it is, please help. It's the worst business day of their life. And oftentimes when that happens, a lot of companies, even larger ones that we've walked into, don't have good proper logging or the protection of their logging, to basically thwart tampering. So that is a huge thing. I'm glad that Microsoft is making this move, but honestly, they could be doing a lot more. And I think the industry really should be pointing the finger at Microsoft and others, in terms of their competitors, and saying these are just table stake things every company should have. We should not be nickel and diming on things that are literally keeping us safe. And I can't tell you how many times, something like conditional access would have simply shut down an attack before it even started. So there you go. That is your news of the day. While I'm glad they're coming out with this, there is much more that can be done. So write your local Microsoft representative or your congressman or whatever. Talk to you later. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.